This video response is going to go out to Walmart and to AthleticWorks, and the reason for this particular video is because I purchased a pair of AthleticWorks shoes, and I'm going to tell you the little story behind that. Now, for a long time, I have been traveling to Walmart to buy Dr. Scholl's shoes, and these are the last pair of Dr. Scholl's white tennis shoes that I bought. Now, I've had these for a little over 6 months now, and as you can plainly see, they're a little worn out, okay? Yeah, it took about 6 months to wear them out like this, so as you can see, they're not in the best of condition, but they're pretty good. I can still mow the yard with this. But the thing is that in May of this year, I knew that these shoes were too bad looking to go out to festivals and events and so on and so forth. I didn't want anybody to see me in these shoes. Okay, these are good lawn mowing shoes, but I didn't want to see anybody seeing me in these shoes as I videotaped parades, festivals, whole 9 yards. So what did I do? I decided to go back to Walmart to buy another pair of Dr. Scholl's white tennis shoes. Okay, the problem is that they stopped selling the Dr. Scholl's white tennis shoes. And this is a complaint to you, Dr. Scholl's. I know you have the gray tennis shoes and the black tennis shoes. I like the black because they work well at work, okay? But gray, to me, it's a very depressing color. It reminds me of prisons. It reminds me of gray skies right before snow or bad thunderstorms. That's not the kind of thing that I want to think about when I put on my pair of shoes, okay? White tennis shoes like this remind me of sunshine and wonderful times in summertime and that kind of thing. So Dr. Scholl's, if you're listening to me, and I know you probably are, and if you aren't yet, you're going to, I'm guaranteeing you I will do whatever I can to make sure you hear this. Please bring back your white shoes, okay? Even if you have to design them a little differently, that's fine, but I really want your white tennis shoes back because they last a long time, they're very good, and I like the style. I really do. And I love the color white. I really do. It's the color of sunshine and wonderful summer days and that kind of stuff, and that's what I like. But anyway, because I couldn't find these, I went to Walmart and I bought a pair of AthleticWorks shoes, a lot like these. Now, I'll tell you the story of these in just a second, but as you can see, these don't look too bad, right? Okay, this is kind of what they look like, practically brand new. Now, I've worn these twice since I bought them. I actually bought them online at Walmart.com, and they don't look too bad. Okay, I've worn these twice, so they're not in too bad a shape. Now I'm going to show you what happens to AthleticWorks shoes after you wear them for 2 months and you exercise in them and you go to festivals in them and you videotape parades and that kind of thing. Just 2 months, okay? Regular exercising, which is about 30 minutes, maybe 45 a day, 30 to 45 minutes a day, plus going out to festivals where I just stand and videotape. Okay? So what do they look like 2 months later? Now, I bought these at the beginning of May. It is not even the end of July yet. Let me show you what they look like. Does that look like a good shoe to you? Look at that. The whole sole of this shoe has been removed. Just in 2 months. Now, I want you to compare this. See that? Look at this. I want you to compare this to this. It took 6 months for these shoes to wear out like this. And this was regular exercise and standing out in parades and festivals and all that kind of stuff. We're not talking about going to work every day in these things. I worked out, I did my exercises on these things for 30 to 45 minutes a day, plus I stood out in festivals and I took trips in these things. They lasted 6 months. And you're telling me that these AthleticWorks shoes, which cost me $17.95 for the pair, they didn't even last 2. I bought these at the beginning of May. It's now, well, it's about the 22nd of July. Not even 2 months. Not even a full 60 days. And they look like this? That's ridiculous. But it gets worse. Because, as everybody well knows, the Relay for Life was coming up on July the 20th. And I had already made special arrangements to videotape that event. I'm sorry I was not able to stay there all night. That is because I actually had to go to work the next day. Actually, it was not the next day, it was the next night, okay? You know, I went in the middle of the afternoon, and then I worked until, well, about 10 o'clock at night. Okay? So I couldn't stay. I wanted to, but I couldn't. So anyway, just before the event, I bought another pair of AthleticWorks shoes because I didn't want to go in looking like that. I did not want to go into an event looking... I didn't want my shoes looking like this when I went to the relay. Now, I have worn these shoes twice. Just 2 times. And you can say, well, they don't look too bad. Really? Now keep in mind that I wore them for the relay, and then I wore them today when I traveled to Champaign-Urbana to take photographs of myself standing next to Looking for Lincoln Heritage Coalition wayside markers. Now I want you to see what happened in just 2 days. Look at the front of the shoe. Does that look right to you after 2 days? Look at the back. See all that black that's already been stripped off? Does that look right? Look at the back of this one. You can already see the white. That means that black coating has already started to strip off. These shoes cost me $17.95. That's ridiculous. I think Walmart owes me a refund. And if not Walmart, at least AthleticWorks owes me a refund. These are by far the worst shoes I have ever bought. And I'm very disappointed. That should not be happening in 2 days. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to be starting to look for another pair of shoes. And if I have to pay $40, I'll have to pay $40, but they're going to be better than these. I expect for $17.95 for these shoes to stay up. You know what? I paid, now think about this, I paid $25 for these shoes. $25, and they lasted 6 months. And you're telling me that your $17.95 shoes cannot last 2 months? That's ridiculous, and it's wrong. So, hopefully you will send this video to AthleticWorks and you will let them know exactly what I said, because this is ridiculous and it's wrong. And hopefully you'll get those AthleticWorks shoes out of your stores and return the Dr. Scholls shoes that work a lot better. And Dr. Scholls, I know you're watching this right now because I'm going to send this to you. I want you to see this because I like your shoes and I want you to bring them back. Alright. Well, that's all I've got to say for tonight. I will tell you more in a future video, so I'd like for you to stay tuned.